Hello everyone, I'm back again. Today I'm going to take you through my crypto watch list. How is everyone? How are we all going? How you going, Grant? How are you, Rocco? How are you, Cuba and Jeffrey? How's it going? Well, look, first and foremost, like, comment, share, subscribe this for us. It helps with the algorithm. And yeah, pardon me. So let's begin. We'll start off with Bitcoin because that's what we do. Bitcoin is the king at the end of the day. Right now what we're seeing is a bit of a pullback on the daily. And what could we expect? I draw my fibs in so I can see where I should expect the price to pull back to, where it makes sense really. All this information is available on our website, www.tradercobb.com. Go through the free courses. If you like it, purchase the courses. They're pretty reasonably priced. And yeah, you will start to understand what I'm talking about if you've actually done the courses, of course. So with the fibs, we could potentially see a pullback to the level of, $40,000 to the 50% fib level of around $42,000. There's no real levels of, I can't really call that a level just yet. But yeah, the 8-hour doesn't look too bad, but the 12-hour does look better. We don't have that nice cyclicity though. The price kind of respected the moving averages, but I really like to see, let me have a look, something like this, nice flowing charts. Obviously it gave us a bit back more than we would have liked to back then, but that's what I like to see. So yeah, on to Inch now. Inch on the 4-hour looks okay. Would have been good if it closed, further down here, but you can't have it all. How's everyone going in the comment section? Yeah, all good. Did you have to shave your head to work for Cobb? I didn't have to. I did it by choice. Well, not really. Lockdown forced me to shave my head. I can't go 2 weeks without going to the barber, so I took matters into my own hands and just shaved the thing. 4-hour, the 8 and 12 from memory looks a lot better. So what I'll do is I'll get my Fibonacci retracement tool, draw it in from the low to the high, and then where could we anticipate to see the price pull back to that would make sense? Well, into the cradle zone would be nice, and if it pulled back to the 50% fib, that would be fantastic. Be really good. Do we have a double cluster? So this just solidifies the area. If you've done the courses, you'd know about the Fibonacci booster strategy and the rules. I would not take this as a Fibonacci booster trade. I prefer to take them on lower time frames. Here we go. Just looking through comments, seeing if I could answer anything. What is the bear market? So Rocco, the bear market is, in short, when sellers have taken control, when it's just when we're starting to see like months to a year of consistent selling. Right now you could say we're in a bull market because the overall trend is bullish and buyers do have control. So flip that around for bears. So you have bulls and bears. I'll take it back to that. Bulls buy, bears sell. Okay, so when it's a bearish market and the bears are in control, it means that the sellers are in control. All right, I hope that I hope that answered your question, Rocco. All right. Anyway, waiting for a pullback in on the 8 for inch. Cardano is quite extended. We don't have the best trend here on the daily. No problem, mate. Anytime. Yeah, and Ash said it perfectly. Bulls attack up, bears attack down. Best way to think of it. Hope that cleared that one up for you, Rocco. Anyway, so look, I had this in my list, but I'm not really that convinced on it, so I'm going to take it out. And the reason why I'm not convinced on it is because we've moved quite far away from these moving averages, and the price has it's a little bit overextended now. That's not to say that we won't find anything, but it's just not one for me as of yet. Now what we have is Altcoin perp. This is the altcoin index. 4 hour isn't really the best looking chart, so I'll go up, and the 8 hour looks a lot better. And the reason why it looks better is because, you know, the trend seems to look like it's flowing a lot more. So we have a double cluster here, and I would like to see it pull back to around about 4100. You know, that would be good to see, and then a small bullish candle appear. And then if you know the rules, and if it meets the rules, then you'll decide what to do from there. AUDIOPERP. You have a daily uptrend. We have higher highs and higher lows here. Then what I'll do is, okay, so it looks like that's more the level than anything. Well, that's the level of interest at this stage. So what can we do? It would be from here. There's no real cluster of events or confluence of events that is occurring. Would be nice to see a small bullish candle, and yeah, so that's another one. Ava, I had this in there, but I'm not really a fan on the 8. Look, it's not there just yet, so I'm going to take it out. I had it in, and yeah, I'll going through this list, I'll refine it all. If something is not fit, well then I'll take it out. Oh wait, Jacob. Alrighty, now on to band. So we'll start off with the daily. Daily's yeah, look, we have a low, high, higher low, now a higher high. Through here, you know, I count that all as one movement. So if something were to set up, it would have to be on the 8. Oh no, it could be on the 12 too, because we do have daily trend. So let's just see what we can do. Alrighty. So I'm waiting for a pullback in here on the 8 hour. Would be nice to come back to the 50% fib. And that's it for band. If only you traded the 6 hour. Yeah, I know. It's I just haven't done it. I haven't done it. I don't want to start forcing it. It's just me personally. That's just me personally. Not saying that, you know, you can't take trades on the 6, because, you know, people do. Alrighty. So, on to the next. Somewhat of a daily trend here on BNB. As we start to go lower, it looks a lot better. I do like the look of the 8. pull back to the 50% fib. That seems to be a common occurrence across these charts so far. So waiting on that, you know, something could present itself here on the 4, but the 8 does look better. Crypto.com. 6 is a better multiple of hard. Yeah, you're right. Not wrong. You're not wrong at all. So, what are we waiting for here? I'll take you through daily uptrend, level here. Would be nice to see a pullback in on the 8, as the 8 looks the best. So what am I waiting for here? On CRVPERP, have a daily uptrend. We have 8 hour looking nice as well, trending, converging. Kind of not the strongest, so I'm just going to take that one out. There's a level of $2 here, so, or not a level, there's a round number of $2, so if it pulled back to there and a small bullish candle presented itself, oh dear, my computer, I thought my computer was freezing, you know, then I'd have to assess it, but at this stage I'm just watching. Alrighty, let's go on to Elrond. Somewhat extended here, so you know what, it's a little bit extended and I just don't like the look of it. It's not as flowing as the charts before. I'm just going to take that one out. I think we have better. Like this is flowing nice, like all through here, all here, and then now it's pulled back to a nice area. Doesn't look too bad. 4 hour could be an option, or as well as the 8. But yeah, let's see what else we have now. We have Fantom. Let's have a look-see. Let's have a look-see at Fantom. All right, 8 hour again. Looks pretty good. 30 cents, I say, somewhere near there. No real cluster. Run my fibs like that. We do have a cluster there. Once again though, I'm not one to take fib booster trades on the higher time frames. I just use my fibs to tell me where the price is or should pull back to anyway. And for me it's an unwritten bonus factor. Okay. Alrighty. So FTT. Nice uptrend here on the daily. Pushed on through. 4 hour looks pretty good. Yeah, doesn't look too bad. 4 hour looks okay. We are somewhat extended though. Doesn't mean that a trade won't present itself or give us profit, but it's just something to take note. So have to wait and see what happens with the 4, and then if it pulls back more, then we can see what happens with the 8 and the 12. Okay. Holy looks a little bit like FTT. We do have a daily uptrend here, albeit somewhat, you know, messy, but it's a trend. Trend's a trend. I would prefer a setup on the 8, just because of how this trend looks. Looks like it's respecting the moving averages as well. So waiting for a pullback on this. Would be good to see it pull back to the 50%, smack bang in the middle of the cradle zone as well, which is always a plus. Do we have any levels here? Not really. You have $12. You know, how significant is that? You don't really know. It doesn't look like it was been respected, or has been respected, for that matter. So now we're on to IOTA. Nice daily uptrend with a low, high, higher low, equal high, and then it kind of like, we're kind of stuffed around here for a bit, but we are uptrending now. And what I would like to see is a pullback. Well, we have $1 here, but it's a little bit out of the cradle zone. You know, if it were to pull back a little bit more here on the 4 and a small bullish candle presented itself, it would be good. Let's put it that way. You know, dollar can't get much more round than $1. You know, so KSM, Kusama. You know, I attempted it, and I think I did pretty well. So no real trend here, just because we have a low, now we have a high. So what am I waiting for here? 4 hour could present us with something. You know, would be nice if that candle finished there and we were in the cradle zone, like deeper. It would have been good, but you know, you can't always get what you want. So watching the 4 and the 8, you know, if it pulls back more, then I'll go to the 8, and even possibly the 12. It's a little bit spiky, LRC. Needs to pull back a bit more. I don't want too much of a big stop, but it's one to watch just because of, you know, how nice it's been trending. We do have a daily uptrend here. So we have a low, high, higher low, higher high just, but it counts. And we also have convergence. Ontology. Daily uptrend here. Low, high, higher low, higher high. Sound like a broken record, but you know, it is what it is, as a wise man once said. Would be good to see it pull back a bit more on the 4, or even possibly the 8. 4 and the 8 hour seems to be the time frames of interest. So now on to Oxygen. Like, these names, we will never run out of names for crypto. No, I don't know what they do. These, like this one in particular. Crypto now. I've been in for a few years, or since 2017, and I'm not with all the new hype coins, you know, and I feel out of it. It is what it is. Alrighty, so without diverging too much from the topic, let's have a look. So somewhat extended here. We are extended on the daily, not somewhat extended. 4 hour also looks a bit messy. So what am I looking for here, or what am I waiting for here? It looks like we're pushing on now, in all honesty. So we need to pull back if we're going to find opportunities, or if the price ends up pushing on, then we'll go lower and assess what's there. Privacy, had this in the list. Look, I'm not a big fan of these candles. Needs to calm down a bit, but it caught my eye because it's a pretty nice trend. It looks somewhat like Bitcoin, the chart structure anyway. You know what, I'm going to take it out because I believe that there's better out there. Alrighty, let's have a look at this one. So swipe, no real trend here on the daily, but as you go lower, it looks a lot better. Needs to pull back though, you know. We have convergence. I want to see it pull back. I want to see it pull back to the 50%. If I give you a wave, EVZ in Oz, or Eves. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Yeah, I'll go through the comments when I'm done, just so I'm trying to glance at them, but there seems to be a lot of activity, and I tend to be missing a bit. Anyway, so waiting for a pullback in on the 8. If it pushes on, we'll go higher. Simple as that. Nice trend here on Zilliqa on the daily. It's more defined than the others, so low, high, high, low, higher, high. 4 hour, you know, not exactly the best. The 8 hour looks to be better. Drawing in my fibs to see where we could expect it to pull back to. So we have another cluster. Would be nice to see the price pull back, test those fibs, and then a small bullish candle present itself, and then a continuation of trend. I can't do that. I can't do that, Rocco. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. Sorry to let you down. Oh dear. You're a funny person, whoever you are. I hope everybody can see that in the comments. I'm not going to repeat it. Alrighty. Let's go back. Alright. Daily uptrend here. Higher highs and higher lows. 4 hour, you know, it's not my cup of tea. Let's be honest. We have a trend here on the 8. No real cluster. 16 hour is backing us up, which is what we need. By backing us up, I mean it's trending and converging. Okay. If you'd like to know more about that language, head over to tradercobb.com, our website. Go through the free courses, and like I said before, if you like it, you know, buy them. Okay, so last but not least, pancake swap. You know, not the best trend on the daily. We're just seeing an increase in price, really. Pulling back now. Would be good to see it pull back to the 50% fib, because we are in the right area with that. No real cluster. But yeah, look, main takeaway from this video is the 4 and 8 hours. Those are the real areas of interest at this stage. 12 hours may also look okay. And look, if you trade the 6 hours, look there. But that's I personally don't. That's why I don't include them in my scan. All right. Let me have a look through the comments now. Okay. Let's have a look. Alrighty. Yeah, I know. If only I traded the 6. I'm on the 3 and the 6, yeah. Happy anchoring fib off 1 candle pullback. I can't remember what example that was. Should less experienced traders stay away from lower time frames? That's a good question. Well, you can look at it this way. If you're less experienced, what you could do, and this is obviously, it's not financial advice, I'm just speaking from experience. You could lower your risk low if you want to get a feel of what it's like to be in the market, and then trade those lower time frames. It's what you call a baptism by fire, I believe. I hope I got that phrase right. But it's basically you're throwing yourself in the deep end so you can get used to trading those time frames. When I first started trading, though, I didn't do that. I mainly stuck to the higher time frames. It fit better in my lifestyle. I felt like I wasn't so rushed. Those lower time frames can be quite quick, you know, because it's very fast action, and you can make some mistakes if you're not too familiar with it. If you don't want to risk any money, paper trade and see what it's like. But it's not the same feeling. I'll let you know that you don't get those feelings of emotions that you do when you are trading with money. Hope that answered your question, Ray. Yeah, market is definitely looking good, Mark. Hoping for some pullbacks, yeah. So Ash kind of answered that. Yeah, and it definitely does. It depends on your personality. Yes, and also it's got a lot to do with liquidity. You know, you're not going to get decent entries without slippage on the lower capped coins. And you don't really want to be trading high leverage with those lower liquidity tokens. Get trades. I find it hard to get trades on in time if the time frame is too short. Comes with repetition. Yeah, it does. It definitely does. So yeah, if you want to get that feeling, paper trade. See if you can get it all in on time with your checklists all ticked off and whatnot, and yeah, see how you go with that. Yeah, you do have to be Johnny on the spot. Oh dear. Okay, let's have a look here. Do you guys use trailing stops, or do you manually move your stop market? Yeah, we do. We do. I would recommend going into the courses to understand how we do it, but long story short, basically what we do is we follow the trend. So what that means, you know, if I took this here, my initial stop would be here. Let's just say, for example, it's a trade. I'll once it's hit 1-to-1, I'll then move my stop to the next higher low in an uptrend, and then we do the inverse of that for a downtrend. All right. Did someone just laugh in the background? Do you live in Craig's basement? Oh dear. Yes, I do. For a couple pancakes now. You're the funniest. Whoever you are, Rocco, you're hilarious. All right. Look, that is it from me. I'll be doing this again, I'm pretty sure, next week, sometime next week anyway. That is it from me. Bye for now, and have a good night.